What is going on, Empire? What's up, DTA Army? Welcome back to another daily analysis here with your boy DTA. So, yesterday I actually did not get a chance to upload a YouTube video. And it was just a whole bunch of crazy things going on. But make sure that you head over to the podcast so you can check out Thursday night's live stream that happened on August 12th. I was a special guest for Scott doing live technical analysis on AMP and a bunch of other tokens. So if you didn't get a chance, make sure you check that out. And today, of course, we're going to do our daily analysis with Ant and talk about what this means and what could possibly be in store for us next week. So let's hop right into it. So looking at AMP on the weekly chart, we can see that, this week we pulled back slightly, right? But the bears or whoever has been selling, they haven't been able to push the market down as far as some of us thought that we were going to fall, right? We have a doji forming for this week. Of course, we have, about 2 more days to go before this week candles, but before this before this weekly candle closes, closing on Sunday at 12 a.m. UTC or 8 p.m. Eastern time zone. So we really have to, wait to see how this will close. But right now, we know that there's a doji forming, right? Which is letting us know that, there may be some room for a reversal, right? Now, what I would like to see personally, I would like to see us close above this Fibonacci retracement level, right? I would like to see us close above the Fib 0.618. Right now, we're currently sitting right on that level, right? Which is letting us know that, we're holding on, but, we really need that momentum to kick in before we can say, okay, we have the bulls present and we should be heading for the next fib extension level, right? So I think that as long as we can close above it, staying above the 0.062 mark, which has historically been, our resistance zone this entire week, I think that we'll be in good shape. But, overall, from a macro view, we can see that, AMP has a lovely trend. And again, I keep talking about the bull market support band because anytime we touch it, right, we've seen an impulse to the upside, right? So if I extend that out, I think that sometime next week or, even at the end of this week, we should be hitting it, or there should be an intersection between the bull market support band and our weekly candles very soon. And I expect us to have an impulse upwards of at least 100% once that happens. So that's what we have for the weekly. Let's head into the daily chart. On the daily chart, again, nothing too crazy. I mean, structurally, we are looking fine. We're moving sideways. Nothing really too exciting happening with AMP, but we do know that there's a lot of accumulation going on, right? We can apply certain indicators like the VPVR to see, where that accumulation has been happening. And it's been happening all around these levels, right? All around the 6 cents levels, all around the 0.058 levels. This indicator is really giving us great insight into where buyers and sellers are interacting with AMP, right? We can also, head over to, etherscan.com to look and see, how many holders AMP has right now, right? I think that we've been growing in terms of our daily holders for quite some time. I think the last time I checked, we were at like 33,000 holders. And as you can see right now, we're at 35,000 holders, right? So the amount of people accumulating AMP has not slowed down, not one bit, right? Even during the market downturns. So, it may not be exciting to look at right now because we're moving sideways, but, I definitely do expect us to have some sort of price movement really soon, especially since we have, volume pretty much declining, especially selling volume, right? As we can see, when we had these two spikes, they pretty much outpaced the amount of selling volume that has been happening over the course of these days that we've been moving sideways, right? And we can see it just by looking down here at the charts, right? We have this bull volume that completely beats the rest of this bear value. Same thing right here, right? So we do have a lot of big players coming into the market. Um, Maybe speculation, or maybe because they know something is about to happen with AMP, but we just have to be patient and wait and see. So that's what we have for the daily. Now let's head over to the 4 hour. All right. So again, on a 4 hour, guys, we are still, consolidating. We're in this ranging market between the 0.058 and the 0.068. Now, until we can break out of it, right? I think that we will continue to consolidate, right? So ideally, what we want to see is, we want to see a move to the upside here, reaching our peak, and then we want to continue to go up, and we want to come down and retest the top of this ranging market, right? We want to retest this to make sure that, this will ultimately be our next floor price or our next level of support before we move up to, potentially our all-time high, right? And just sort of zooming out, we know that the next level that we'll hit once we do break out of this range is the 7 cents mark, right? Specifically 0.075, right? And we want to see the same thing happen there, right? We want to push past it, and then we want to retest it to make sure that we're holding support before we move up and, head to our next resistance level, which I believe is our all-time high. Yeah, it is pretty much our all-time high. So, that's what we have for the 4 hour for AMP. Again, nothing too crazy going on, but, we do know that there's a lot of accumulation happening. There are a lot of, new players entering the AMP market, and whales are definitely buying the dip because this is a key value zone. So, don't lose faith. Remember why you invested in this project, and, continue to do your due diligence and, boost your conviction in whatever way you can do it, right? I know that AMP is, doing some things with Sushi Swap right now. That was on their Twitter. I believe I saw it sometime this morning, but, you know, as far as the fundamentals with AMP goes, they've been doing nothing but increasing and improving their fundamentals, right? And these are, one of the ways that you can boost your conviction of, why you invested in this project. Yeah, as we can see right here, 18 hours ago, you can basically farm sushi with AMP by adding liquidity to Sushi Swap, right? So if you're interested in doing this, you want to add some liquidity to Sushi Swap and earn LP tokens over the next 30 days, you can definitely do so. AMP has it laid out right here on their Twitter. So that's all I have for you guys today. Don't forget, if you like this content, to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. And until tomorrow, DTA is out.